I met Paul T. Goldman on a Wednesday morning at the Starbucks on Thayer Street on the east side of Providence, Rhode Island. I was visiting a friend at nearby Brown University. I had just picked up my Frappuccino and was searching for a place to sit down. There was an open spot next to a man with a huge stack of papers on the table in front of him. He was scribbling ferociously. I noticed a big FBI seal on one of the papers, Interpol on another, and Homeland Security on a third. My curiosity got the best of me, and I leaned forward a bit. He caught me looking, glanced up, gave me an impish grin, and we started talking. He told me about his autobiography, Duplicity, a true story of crime and deceit, and what he went through with his ex-wife in Florida. I was shocked, intrigued, and disgusted all at the same time. I couldn't believe what he was telling me. I leaned in a bit closer to make sure I didn't miss a word. There was something about this mild-mannered guy. I could sense some kind of inner strength. He told me he was writing to the FBI, Interpol, and Homeland Security to get an update on their investigations. Actually, he said he wasn't even sure if they were investigating. He had provided them with enough evidence, but hadn't heard back from them in a long time. He told me the local cops were out of the picture, either incompetent or corrupt. After about an hour, we exchanged contact information, and he left. I sat there and I thought, my God, I haven't heard anything about this in the papers. I wonder if it's for real, or if Paul was just another Starbucks caffeine victim. A couple weeks later, I received this postcard from him that I didn't quite understand. He couldn't say much, but he'd call later, which he did. He said he was in London. He explained to me what had happened to him since we met. That same afternoon, he and his son had been kidnapped by the mob. They escaped, and Paul is now working to bring down the international human trafficking ring that his ex-wife and her pimp/boyfriend Royce Rocco are a part of. Being an author, and with my own passion to put a stop to child sex trafficking, I volunteered to help Paul in his mission. My part would be to focus the light of public outrage onto those cockroaches who are abusing the world's children. Paul was happy for my assistance, saying that he didn't know where the trail he was following might lead to and could use me to help with logistics, research, and publicity. That was the beginning of the Paul T. Goldman Chronicles. Since he no longer has time for it, Paul has allowed me to take over his website and blog, which he created to promote his autobiography. Through this website, its blog, Twitter, and the Chronicles, I'll be keeping you up to date on Paul's mission. Chronicle 1, The London Incident, is now available on Kindle for only 99 cents. Click on the Read Chronicle 1 button to your right. And if you haven't yet downloaded your copy of the original Duplicity, A True Story of Crime and Deceit, well, it's only 99 cents too. As a special bonus to the first 1,000 people who download the Chronicle, I will scan and email you two things. First, Paul's postcard from London that I received. The second is the most incredible piece of evidence that Paul uncovered in Duplicity. A crinkled up fax from sex trafficker Albert Chang to Royce Rocco, inquiring about the status of the passport that Royce is obtaining for the Asian girl he's bringing to America to join the ring. This fax, and you can read how Paul got a hold of it in Duplicity's Chapter 22, has been given to Homeland Security and might just be the thing to bring down an entire international criminal organization. To get your copy, just click on the Contact Us button and email me your name and email address, and I'll get it to you. Well, that's about it. Look for my daily tweets at the Twitter account Paul T. Goldman, all one word. I got a call from Paul the other day saying he had a lead to follow up in Paris. I haven't heard from him since, but that's not uncommon. I'm sure he's pretty busy, and when he tells me what he's been up to, I'll tell you all about it in Chronicle 2, The Paris Incident.